Namaskar, I am Anubhav Ranjan and you are watching Ritam. In a bold and confrontational move, President-elect Donald Trump has drawn a clear red line for the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. His fiery remarks on Truth Social underscore America's growing anxiety over the global shift away from the US dollar, which has long been the cornerstone of international trade and finance. Taking to his Truth Social platform, Trump declared the idea that the BRICS countries are trying to move away from the dollar while we stand by and watch is over. In his statement, Trump cautioned these nations to abandon any plans to create an alternative currency, threatening severe economic retaliation, demanding a commitment from BRICS nations to abandon plans for a new currency or face 100% tariffs and exclusion from the US market. This message comes ahead of Trump's inauguration on January 20th, 2025 as he prepares to assume office. The warning targets BRICS, a coalition of emerging economies that now includes countries like Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia and the UAE alongside the original 5 members. India, a key member of BRICS, has distanced itself from the idea of challenging the US dollar's dominance. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, during an October 1st event at the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace in Washington, clarified India's stance, saying that you have us confused with someone else. We have never actively targeted the dollar.
I think you have us confused for someone else here because we have never actively targeted the dollar. That's not part of either our economic policy or our political or our strategic policy. Some others may have it.
While Brazil and Russia have proposed creating a BRICS currency to reduce dependence on the dollar, the lack of consensus among BRICS members has slowed progress on this front. Trump's aggressive stance has drawn widespread criticism from economic experts and think tanks. The Global Trade Research Initiative (GTRI), an economic policy think tank, dismissed Trump's proposed 100% tariffs as impractical. In a statement, GTRI noted imposing 100% tariffs would not only disrupt global trade but also hurt US consumers by driving up import prices. It could provoke retaliation from key trading partners, including BRICS nations. The think tank further advised India to focus on strengthening its local currency trading mechanisms to minimize dependence on the dollar. Interestingly, Trump's protectionist approach could inadvertently benefit India. His plans to impose a 25% tariff on imports from Canada and Mexico after taking office could shift trade dynamics in India's favor. Canada and Mexico together account for 28.7% of US imports in top categories compared to India's 2.9%. If tariffs are imposed, India could see increased opportunities for its top exports, including gems and jewelries, as American importers look for cost-effective alternatives. Trump's warning against BRICS nations and his broader protectionist policies reveal a lack of strategic foresight. The US, facing an acute shortage of labor within its own citizenry, relies heavily on global trade to sustain its economic growth. By threatening tariffs and targeting nations that drive global trade, Trump risks isolating the US from key economic partnerships. At last, India, as a key player in BRICS and global trade, must continue to advocate for multilateralism and explore pathways that safeguard its own economic interests while avoiding unnecessary entanglements in the US's increasingly inward-looking policies.